YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Yo, Tim Westwood TV going in. Special guest Trinidad James. What up, fam?
What's up, boss?
Oh, I appreciate you coming out, man.
Nah, man, you already know, man. I'm a big fan, man, so I'm just happy to be here, man. Trust me.
It seemed to me like, you know, when people come from America, you know, the tourists, they want to go see Buckingham Palace, they want to see the new baby, they want to see the Queen, Tower London, all that good shit, see a castle, you know, run around. But you just wanted to come see Tim Westwood TV up at the crib, fam.
You already know,
that
man.
That was on your tourist hip-hop list.
I gotta come see Tim Westwood. I said, I'm gonna make it there one day, man.
Oh, man,
I got to make it, man. I get to be with the neon lights in the album.
Exactly,
man.
The smoke, baby.
The smoke, baby. And Tim got the J's on. He ain't playing with you niggas, man.
Exactly. Now, you still popping mollies?
Man, nah, man. Nah, man. I'm just living life, man, and just trying to be a better person every day, man. I let that stuff go last year, man.
Was it a little crazy?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, man. You know, it's one of those type of things where you do it or whatever because you don't know. Then when you know, it's your decision if you want to keep doing it. For me, I was good. You know, I was just smoke my trees and I'm good.
And you're good. How bad was the sweating?
I mean, shit, you get hot, man. You get hot. You get real hot. You know, but I mean, shit, it is what it is. It's a part of life. Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Now, I interviewed Sierra. It was a hot day. I put on some sun cream because, you know what I mean, I'll red up. And in the camera, baby, it was straight like I was sweating like I popped a molly, baby. Exactly. And everyone thought I was interviewing Sierra having popped a molly because I was so shiny, fam.
Oh, man. Hey, man, you might have been high, man.
Exactly. Yeah, she brought the molly out in me.
She got the molly out of you, my G.
Now, you do a lot of stage diving.
Yeah, I do.
Do you ever worry?
Nah, man, I'm scared of shit. Nah, I don't really.
Do you choose who you dive on?
No. I just do whatever the fuck I want when I want to do it.
And you just take it pow?
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
Do you ever worry there might be a parting of a crowd or the crowd might not be quite as packed because you're diving in too early?
That's like worrying about getting shot. You get shot, you don't get shot, you die, you die. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like you can't live your
so
life.
So a dive is a dive, baby.
Just dive, motherfucker.
Do you take your glasses off?
Sometimes, and on the show, sometimes, yeah.
Just,
like to get, like I'm a little more serious,
yeah.
Like to let people know, like, oh, this particular, like, when I perform, giving no fucks or Rosenbergs,
yes,
or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I like to get a little bit more, like, let you know, like, hey man, I ain't playing with your ass, you
exactly.
know what I'm saying? Like, this dead ass serious, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's kind of a little bit more hip hoppy, you know. I kind of keep it real. I like to do a lot of like reality. I'm just a truth sayer. I don't even consider myself a rapper. I consider myself a truth sayer, or whatever. I'm just telling you the truth. How you want to take it and judge it and categorize it, that's on you. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm letting you know the reality. You know the elephant in the room or whatever, I address that.
Exactly.
The awkwardness, I address that. Like, I don't sugarcoat shit for nobody, no bitch, no nigga. Nah, you going to deal with it or get the fuck out of here. Because I ain't doing nothing but telling the truth.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to come across as a tyrant, but I'm just being honest. You know, so it's like, if you're a real nigga or whatever, or you actually living in a reality, you'll understand that I'm definitely not lying about shit. And just keeping it real.
Crazy. And also the king of the one-liners. Let's not front on the one-liners.
King of the one-liners,
Let's not front about the one-liners. Ringing.
Westwood or die.
Ringing.
Hey.
The one-liners.
One-liners, man.
Damn, man.
Y'all niggas Martin funny. I'm Trayvon serious.
Understand that. I'm going to go home and think about it.
I'm just
Seriously.
telling you. I'm just telling you.
King of the one-liners.
You can take that however you want to. You can call me not a rapper. I'm just telling you, y'all niggas Martin funny and I'm Trayvon serious, man.
Crazy out there. And I understand those one-liners, other artists make whole records based on those one-liners if they had them.
Of course.
You'd be smashing that.
Come on, my G. It's all good, though. What's new with you, though, man? What's the last album you cop?
Yo, Drizzy's the one we're rocking right now.
How you like it?
I like it a lot, man. Do you think some people are feeling the Drizzy album in a different way? It's not that instant hit. I think people are taking a minute to connect with it, man. But I think it will grow on you.
What you call it? Do you personally? I don't know. You see, I don't really get caught up in people's album sales. Like,
oh, no,
for me,
no.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, is this good? Is this good? Because there's some people who didn't go platinum or gold, but albums are great.
Best.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a shit about none of that type of all the other shit that people are into or whatever. But what I do know is he stayed consistent. and you can see the growth from So Far Gone.
Yes.
I mean, even from comeback season. You know what I'm saying? Like before, you know, like, and to me, I feel like he just reverted or whatever. I feel like hip hop is trying to come back in the young age now, like in our age group or stuff like that. Like we're trying to do hip hop. Well, not trying to do hip hop, but we're in the midst of like you're hearing a lot of hip hop tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like dude's trying to spit. So I feel like this was kind of like his final installment on just reminding people, like, you know, I can spit too. From, you know, it feels like comeback season reborn or whatever, you know, with his, like, you know, his singing or whatever, as far as like, cause you know how to hold his tone and he's trying new notes, and he has the one track, the Going Home track that sounds like something from the, you know, like this shit sounds amazing. Like who wrote this?
Yes.
Like, well, this is amazing, you know what I'm saying? But the whole album is not that. And I feel, me personally, I feel like he made that album to introduce this side of him or whatever, and to remind niggas that, yo, I can spit or whatever. And I mean, at the end of the day, who knows why he made it? I wasn't with him in the studio. You wasn't with him. But either way, it's a good project of work, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, man. He's definitely, hip hop is definitely coming back.
Definitely. I mean, it's dope, man. Like the dudes who was on the cover with me for the XXL freshman or whatever, it's a lot of spitters on there. Like dudes who can spit, dude. Like Dizzy, Logic, you know what I'm saying? Soul and Q. You know, like even the girl, Angel Hayes or whatever, can spit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what I always felt is that the reason why like hippity hip hop kind of like disappeared is because it got too much. Like it got too overbearing, and you couldn't dance and have a good time to it the way you wanted to. So that's when people started more incorporating, more gravitating towards Southern music, or just whatever like was the, you know what I'm saying, like dancing, turning up, all that, whatever you want to consider it. You know, and it kind of faded hip hop in the background, you know, but it's still cats who push hard for hip hop. And I appreciate cats like Kendrick who know how to put hip hop and also make it interesting for you at the same time where you feel good about it. You don't like, oh God, here you come rapping to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It doesn't feel like a lecture. It still feels like a song still, even though he's spitting hot fire. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate where the game is right now. Some of these niggas are nice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It definitely feels in a good place, man.
It's not bad. I mean, I don't feel nothing bad about it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the niggas who feel bad about hip-hop is like old niggas who just, they stuck in their ways. And I'm not mad at that, you know what I'm saying? Because when you turn like 25 onwards, that's the nigga you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? So think about how you acted when you were 25 compared to how you act now. It's probably not that much different.
Exactly. I keep it consistent.
You know what I'm saying?
I keep
like
it consistent.
You know, at 25 years old, you kind of make up in your mind, especially being a man, like, I'm just going to be this way. Fuck it. I made it half my life because nobody really thinks about living past 50. I made it half my life being this person, so I'm not going to change. Fuck that. I'm going to be this person. So the people who grew up listening to, per se, the Rakims and then moving forward into whoever you listen to up to probably the age of 25, 26, maybe 27, kind of pushing it or whatever, that's who like grasp your heart and your mind as far as that's what music is to you.
Yes.
You know, you grew up in that.
Yes.
You grew up in the grind. Like the dudes who grew up on the grind of Rakim and grew up on the grind of all these guys beatboxing. You know what I'm saying? Like I just found out the other day that DMX started off as a beatboxer. I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
What? What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, that's dope. You know, and like DMX is like, that's my dude.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or so it's like, it's just different. Like it's to some guys, because DMX is older than me. So for the guys who grew up, right, and let's say the DMX, the Busta Rhymes era, and stuff like that, in your mind, it's solidified that these dudes are the truth. So when I come on the scene, per se, myself personally, or whatever, and I got the hottest song in the country, and it doesn't sound nothing like what you used to do, you're like, what the fuck is hip-hop turned into? But dude, it's hip-hop. It's still hip-hop.
Oh, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
For
like,
real.
that's why you had your Uncle Luke's.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You just had different people. But, like, that's what music is about. Music is about the people. Artists are just doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Wiz was telling me just like the other night or last night or whatever. He was like how Kiss and Prince, not the same people, but they could play the same shows. Like it was all love because you're just doing music for the people. I feel like artists and like hip hop fans, they get it gets too personal, like according to like the person who was saying it. Like they don't even want to listen. Like if he doesn't look like an official rapper, like a rapper has a uniform. like how it's supposed to look. And if it doesn't look like that, then they get really technical. And then when somebody doesn't come out like really, really spitting, it's like, oh man, hip hop going to shatters. Like, nah, fuck you, you stupid. You don't know shit, because hip hop is all type of, it's nothing that I've done in none of my music that has never happened before in hip hop. I'm not the first person to say nigga a whole bunch of times. Like, miss me with that bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really think about it. If you're a fan of hip hop, then you know that hip hop is nothing but creativity with the pen or your mind. And that's it. And whatever that creativity is, then that's what it does. It's not, to me, it's no such thing as a bad song. This is my personal opinion. It's just not for you.
Exactly.
It's just not for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a bad song, nigga. It's just not for you. Because every artist has a fan. Has more than one fan. You know what I'm saying? And whether that's your homeboys and your block, shit, it's levels to fans. Some dudes is happy being the man in their city, but they ain't shit in the United States.
Yeah.
And it don't matter to them. And then some dudes is the shit in the United States, but they ain't shit over here in Europe. And it's all good. Some people global, but everybody can't be Michael Jackson. Everybody can't be Kanye West. You can't. Like, you just can't. Because it's not really, when you really think about it, the things that take these artists to these higher heights, it's not even the music no more. The higher they go, it's who they married to, the movies they played in, and all this other shit. And it gets away from the music. Who they fucking, why they're in the blogs, and that's how they get, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really make them pop.
Yes.
Oh, it's not really the music no more, I feel like. You know, I feel like people are popping, or like when the heights of people's careers are based on all the outside shit, that to me, that's cool for you, but I don't give a shit about it because it has nothing to do with me. I only care about the music, unless you do good music and you do good movies, like Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jamie Foxx is a comedian, sitcoms, movies, and he does great music.
Yeah.
And that's cool because he does it all well. And like, but I feel like to some people, I know a lot of people think, because, you know, I still operate in the streets. I still walk around, talk to people all the time, and I listen to people or whatever. And I go actually place myself in places where people don't know I'm a rapper, so I can hear how people think about rappers or whatever, and musicians, period. And I realized that a lot of people, they feel some type of way or whatever. Shout out to my boy Rich Homie Quan. You know what I'm saying? That they feel some type of way that when it doesn't happen the same way that they hear every other rap story. Like, you're not even a rapper, right? You're just, you have people who do the music and you have listeners of music. So you don't even do the music. But from the documentaries and the TV and what you hear and what you think you think that every rapper has the same come up. And that come up is the only come up that should be respected. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because you can start off one thing today and end something else tomorrow, and you got to deal with it. And that doesn't discredit shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Childish Gambino. He's an amazing. I feel like he'll wrap circles around whoever the fuck you want to bring in here right now. This is my personal opinion or whatever, but he's also funny as shit. He's also not on none of that nigga shit. None of that bottles and chains and none of that stupid section nigga shit, period, or whatever. And I feel that he doesn't even get the respect that's deserved because it's not about the music. But then but then everybody wants to talk about, oh, hip hop is dead. But it's not about the music. You motherfuckers don't care about the music. Like, motherfuckers don't care about the music. It's just like when you come do an interview. I appreciate what you do because you talk about music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll talk about music, and yeah, you'll ask a question. Like, I hate answering questions about Molly. But we've been talking about music. So it's all good to slip in questions like that. But other people, or most bloggers and interviewers and all these other people, they'll talk to you about bullshit for 25 minutes and then music for like 2 or 5 and then want to judge you, and people want to judge you about the music when it's not about the music no more. Nobody gives a shit about the music. They give a shit about all the other bullshit that happens around you. Like who you fucking, a fight, and all the dumb shit. When, dude, I got a new project out. Let's talk about this project. Let's break down these 10 songs. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that or whatever. And like I was telling you earlier, I'm the dude who addresses the elephant in the room. I address the awkwardness because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. You could think whatever, you can do whatever you want to do or whatever, but I'm telling you the truth because I'm watching it. I see it. You know what I'm saying? I operate and I meet new artists who I'm a fan of, and like I find out about them, and I look at how they operate, I look at what they do, and then I look at how the game works now because I'm in the game or whatever, and how you get your love and where your love comes from. And when you really look at it, a lot of like the respect is just thrown to the wrong places, and people don't realize how much they bandwagon. They don't realize how much they bandwagon. They don't realize how much they really just jump on when you popping, and how bad they jump off when you just, you know what I'm saying, when you're still doing music or whatever, but it's just not on the radio. Like people live their life through the radio. You know, when there's more outlets like to music than the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Tim Westwood. You got all these other places. The music is all, that's the reason why the internet is out. That's why I don't get why people are so closed-minded when it comes to music or whatever, because the internet made it available for you to feel, you can feel like you're from Trinidad because you can listen to everything that come out in Trinidad via the internet. So you can feel like a Trinidadian. Like you walk into a club, you come into a soca joint, you know what I'm saying? They playing the music, you wilding, you know, you like, yo, yeah. And people be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But that's what the internet does. You don't have to be in Trinidad to party to soca music. You know what I'm saying? Because the internet has made it available for you to listen to everything that you want to listen to. But people still are so captivated by only what they hear on the radio and only what's on the Billboard charts. That's crazy to me, but that's the reality of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And whether I make it on there or not, it's not up to me. As an artist, you can only make the music. All these people, everybody in here, they only made it. But if nobody bought the shit, it'd just be another little vinyl. You know, it's the people that make it platinum. If you're an artist, you're not going to go buy 1 million copies of your own CD. That defeats the purpose of why you made it in the first place. You made it because you had something to say. You had a message. I mean, from what I know hip-hop is about, is because cats had something to say, whether it was positive or negative, and they wanted to let you know stories, let you know about what's going on in the community or whatever. And it was, I felt like hip-hop started as an activity to keep people, like, keep some type of unity in the community. That's what I feel hip-hop was started for. You know what I'm saying? To keep some type of unity in the community. We're starting off with the beatbox, and then, you know, cats repping their side or whatever. And then, like, it just elevated into more things because, well, you know, you take one situation out of one state and you put it in another place. Well, then that same situation, it grasps on to the guys and the girls however they operate. So you take hip-hop, let's just say it started in New York. Let's just say hip-hop, originally the first seed was planted in New York, right? I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying if that was the case. So it grew. So you got all your New York hip-hop rappers, and we know how hip-hop New York dudes is. You take that same formula, take it out the ground, plant it in California. Now you got gangster rap. New York dudes wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, like Cali, because that's what they do. Like they already gangbang. So of course they're going to put it in their music. And then you take that same seed out, you take it to Texas or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And now they screwed and they added a screw and they talk about their life. You take it out, you take it to Miami, and you got bitches shaking their ass. Because that's what bitches do in Miami. You know what I'm saying? It carries on because that's what music is about, man. Music is not no motherfucking formula, like no formula that you got to stick by. It's one formula, and that's just music. And then however you do it, that's on you. That's as simple as that, because you got all these albums in here, right? Some of them is from platinum artists. Some of them is from artists who ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't make them bad. They're in here right now. It's some artists that wish their album was in here right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I feel great if my album is in here. If I got a vinyl in here, I feel amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously you wanted to collect it. Obviously it was something worth collecting or somebody worth giving you as a gift. So somebody had it. And I feel like as an artist, that's all you should want. People to listen and appreciate your music and try and understand it for what it is, because they don't really know you. You don't really know me. So when I rap, you could only try and grasp where I'm coming from and hope that I'm telling the truth. And that's what we kind of live on when it comes to hip hop these days, is hope that this guy's not lying or flexing and that I can relate. And people find one thing to relate on, and that's my hit song or whatever. But, you know, back in the day, I feel like hip hop, the entire message was something that you really could write down and read it. I mean, oh, that's a good speech, per se. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, for me personally, taking it back to me, All Go Everything, which is a song that people made a hit. I never even listened to the radio before my song was on the radio. I don't listen to the radio. What's on the radio for me? I don't listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just like listen. I listen to everybody's music. I download everybody's mixtape. I buy everybody's album every Tuesday. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those type of things where if you took down the lyrics to All Go Everything and wrote it down, right? And I was to explain it to you, you'll have a different perception on the song. And then if I did it in the beginning, like when I first came out with the song and the video had dropped, and then my next big interview after the video had dropped was explaining each lyric, then people wouldn't even, or if I never put out a video for it, and I just explained, like you kept hearing it on the radio per se, and then I explained it to you why I wrote it, people wouldn't even like it as much because it's too real. I didn't make it actually for you to party or whatever. I didn't make it for you to do drugs. I didn't make it for you to pop a molly. I didn't. I made it for the streets, like where I grew up at, like where I did all my hustling, working, living, taking care of my mom, keeping my kicks clean. Before all this rap shit, I did that song last on my first project to just remember, I let the streets know I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Ain't nothing but love for everybody in the streets because everybody dealt with me in the streets in Atlanta or whatever. That was the last song that I recorded or whatever for my project because I was like, damn, I ain't got nothing for the hood on here. Or just for my niggas, period. And when I say my niggas, I ain't even meaning my friends, just for niggas out in the hood, you know what I'm saying, period, all over Atlanta. You know, and so, like, when I was like, this ain't for no fuck nigga, it ain't. It's not. Like, I'm not saying it to make you happy. I'm telling you that fuck niggas, I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real nigga, then I do fuck with you because I'm a real nigga and I recognize real recognize real. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lenox is a place that I shop at. I do like all races of girl. I'm not racist. I hate racism. So, yes, I like light skin, dark skin, Asian, and white women. Yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah, of course, I'm not racist. So, yes, I like all four types of women, even the ones I didn't mention. Spanish, too. I just didn't make sense in the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fucking civil rights leader. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing music the way I want to do it. And there's nobody can tell me how to do no music, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was talking about the strip club, I wasn't talking about the strip club to make you go. I worked at the Waffle House by the strip club back in the day. Waffle House is like the equivalent. You know what the Waffle House is. Yeah, you Westwood. You know what's up. Or whatever. I worked at the Waffle House by the strip club. So all the girls that stripped at the same strip club used to come to my Waffle House and I cooked for them because I was a chef and a waiter or whatever. And I was like, damn, when you hear their stories and you hear about what they talk about, it's like, damn, you know, I had a perception that, you know, they just rich and they don't give a damn. Hell no, they got kids. They got school. Like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them do just do it for the money and they don't have to. But some of them really got real lives. And I was like, I just gave me a different perception and respect for them as women. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even go to the strip club like that unless I want to give them some money. Period. Or whatever. I'm not just that nigga who always in the strip club. Nah, man. That shit whack. That shit whack, man. Like, just chasing pussy in the strip club, you whack, man. That shit ain't cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't throwing no money, you just looking. You whack. You lame, man. You know what I'm saying? And so my reasons for bringing up the strip clubs, my reasons for bringing up drugs was just telling the hood, letting Atlanta know, yo, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a chill dude, individual all the time, every day, but I'm out here. All the things that you guys are into, I'm into too, but just in my own way. And ain't nothing wrong with doing shit my own way. That's life. The reason why, my DNA, every nigga in this room right now, DNA is different. That means that we can do shit differently. Your DNA, your fingerprints is different than mine. Different than his. Different than his. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck do we got to be the same? No. Somebody got to goddamn DJ. Somebody got to do the music. Somebody got to hold the camera. Somebody got to do the music. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, everybody can't do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know why people be thinking that, oh, hip-hop got to be some type of uniform. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm not with that. I've never been with it. I'll never be with it. And whatever you see me doing is because I want to do it and I'm happy doing it. Straight up. I'm not with none of that bullshit from no nigga in the street, no nigga at Def Jam, no nigga, period. Period. Because I make sure I do things that make sense. And I feel a lot of niggas do things that make money. I do things that make sense. And when I say sense, I ain't talking about dollars and cents. I'm talking about sense in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, and don't get me wrong, money is important. But money is only important to somebody who really makes it that important. Because I remember not having no money, like $0. Me and my boy, my cousin, who was my hype man on stage with me, $0. Chilling in my mom's house. No money. Happy as fuck. Happy as shit. Life was great. Fuck it. We'll figure it out one day. Straight up, man. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter to me to not have $1 or to have $1 million. That shit don't mean nothing, bro. I done been on both sides of the road. Both sides. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It only matters about you, the person. How do you make yourself better as a person? Every day that you wake up. Like, how do you do that? How do you figure out, like, damn, you got to start letting your conscience work a little bit more. People just go. Just do shit. The more money a nigga got, the more he just do shit. But you got to have a conscience, man. You got to think. You can't just forget completely who you were. And it's a lot easier for me to say that, don't get me wrong, because, well, just a year ago, I had a real job. But that shit ain't never going to change. And if it do change, I got people around me who going to remind me because they know I don't play that shit, period. And that's why I don't fuck with a lot of niggas or whatever. I feel like if a real nigga is around, he'll find me or I'll find him or whatever to operate with. But if you ain't, and you going to know, because when you hear this or when you look at this, it's going to make you feel some type of way or whatever. And if it make you feel some type of way, like, who the fuck you talking about, or is he dissing somebody? You ain't a real nigga, man. You ain't a real nigga. Because I ain't dissing no one. Like I said from the beginning, I'm just a truth sayer. I'm telling you the truth. Don't call me no rapper. I just happen to be in the category with what people categorize as rappers. But I don't think Wale is a rapper. I think he's a poet. So now what? What you gonna tell me? What you gonna make me say he's a rapper? No. Fuck you. You can't make me say I can say whatever the fuck I want to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the type of life I live. That's me. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I like to inspire the kids, man. Or whatever. I don't want kids just running around here being rebels. But at the same time, I don't want kids to be scared to be creative. Be whatever you want to be. Do you think, honestly with yourself, Tim, that President Obama woke up or was born, right? And when he was like 5 years old, I'm going to be the president. I'm going to be the president. I know I'm going to be the president. Y'all niggas stupid. I'm going to be the president. No, man. And then not even him. Think about all the friends he has made and associates he's made coming up. 5, 10, 15 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old, 30 years old, or whatever. Think about up to what point people were still like, he's not going to be the president. But he's the fucking president. You know what I'm saying? He's the president. So who are you as a fucking interviewer or blogger or listener of music to tell me or to tell any child that you can't do something? Fuck you. Fuck you, man. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Fuck you. Because you're ridiculous. That's stupid, man. A child can be whatever he wants to be, and it doesn't matter how the fuck he looks or none of that shit, bro. Period, man. Or whatever. And like I mean, I tweeted it like about a month ago or something like that. But it really is the truth, man. I feel like there's too many closed-minded niggas doing open-minded jobs. Music is creativity, homie. If we start pulling through all these vinyls, it's so much shit up in there. And if you know the background story on it, you be like, yo, that shit is crazy. It ain't got shit to do with a label. Making this music ain't got shit to do with no fucking label. It don't got shit to do. It's about what you got going on in your heart and your mind and the creativity. But people only give you certain accolades in reality based off of your trophies, your medals. But think about how many soldiers probably did more heroic shit than the dudes with medals. But we don't even know. But they'll make a movie, right? They'll make a movie of some legendary soldier who didn't get no stripes, but he killed a whole town. You know what I'm saying? But people don't give a shit about it. There's only one movie. You don't give a shit about it. You only give a shit about Colin Powell because that's what you see. You know what I'm saying? That's no diss to him. I'm just saying people only go off of what they see or whatever. But I feel like music is way deeper than that. Music, a little bit deeper than that. Some of the best movies is the ones that never came out in theater. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about your creativity. But music and these type of things are so opinionated that it's one of those type of things where you can't get caught up in the opinions. You got to just get caught up in your music. Make it how you want to and for your right reasons so that you can explain it when you're talking to people or whatever and put it out there. And however the people take it, hey, take it. Because somebody going to fuck with you. Guaranteed. Every person in this room has a fan. Every person. Guarantee. Every nigga rapping on the mic has a fan. I don't give a damn what you think about him. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's just the life I live, man. I ain't gonna talk your head off, you know what I'm saying? But that's just the real, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I just be telling the truth, man. Or whatever. And niggas don't know how to take that. Or whatever. But I don't give a fuck. Because it's the truth. If I was lying or if I was just going off of my opinions, it'd be a different story. Like, oh, he's kinda off. Or whatever. But I'm telling you the truth. Like, it's the truth. And niggas know what's up. Real niggas know what's up, man. Trust me.
Tim Westwood TV, Trinidad James, fam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
man. I really appreciate being here, man.
Appreciate
It's a legendary place.
Thank you, sir.
YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV.